All right, so we've been doing commercial break now. I got to believe it's a better part of 2 years. Is that about fair?
Yeah, I think. Look, two of the best years of my life, Guy. By the way.
Okay,
So
that's dripping with sauce. I mentioned that because I've seen you. For me, generally speaking, you know where I'm going to be. This is you come from us from like parts unknown. This is the first time I've seen you with this vantage point. Speak to it, please.
Well, yeah, look, I'm back in my apartment and we're making the transition back from, a year and a half not living here. Kids are going back to school. And so unlike you, who continues to sit in his grandmother's living room, I'm in just another room in my apartment that looks like a bomb went off. And, I got some work to do here, man. If that's what you're saying, you're right. And it's a new vantage point. Every day is a new challenge. And guess what? The DIY in me is looking around. I kind of want to take a couple weeks off, and if I go missing from commercial break, it's because I've went off to Home Depot to get some spackle, some masking tape, some paint. I got stuff to do, man. I got stuff.
And you got that step stool back there. You got a lot going on.
Can you see the step stool, man?
Absolutely.
I thought I'd hid that from you.
That's a nice job for you right there, leaning. See, now I wouldn't lean it up against that wall because you're gonna dent the wall. You're gonna get the paint screwed up. I'm sure if Leah walked in, she would say similar. I mean, why is that up against my wall? That's the first.
If that step stool could talk, yeah, we're in the guest room where I thought I could, find a little peace and quiet. Meanwhile, I walked into basically a bomb shelter. So look.
Before we get into Home Depot, I want to talk about that. But I'm just thinking, who might find himself in the guest room is Cookie Rojas, because things have not been going well at Shea over the last couple of weeks.
Look, as you can see, I'm wearing a New York Rangers hat.
Starts, by the way, we're a couple months away.
It can't start fast enough, and yet it's still a couple months away. So look, it's. Talk about, do it yourself. I mean, the Mets kind of thought that they could throw just guys out there from anywhere and call them starting pitchers and get away with it. There's only one team in baseball that can run guys out to the mound who've never been successful anywhere. And they throw one run over 4 innings and strike out 3 or 4 guys, walk 1 and leave with a decent whip and ERA. It's Tampa Bay. Yeah. The Mets can't do that, and no team can do that. And it's a joke what the Mets have decided to go into the dog days of August with. So look, hey, your boy Garrett Cole throwing some BBs last night. Yeah, you've got to smirk because we are ships passing in the night. You're all dialed up today. I'm sitting in a bunker. And I think that's probably the state of our baseball teams right now.
Well,
so good for you. Good for you.
No, I'm just listen. We're all just having fun here. But what it find itself in a bunker today is Home Depot. And listen, last night on Fast Money, I thought this stock would absolutely explode through the prior all-time high, which I think is 345. Yep. It's done anything but. Now technicians will talk about it, a complete double top. I mean, the quarter was good. EPS was good. The thing that I took away was the comps won, but a huge inventory build. And, you have an inventory build at a place like that. And if you don't see the subsequent sales on the back of it, what does that lead to? Complete margin compression. And I think that's a concern right now.
Right. The 2-year stack on growth is about 12.5%. I think everybody wanted more than that. I think there is fatigue with the consumer on inflation. I'm tired of walking into a place and seeing what seems like somebody just pricing me up because they think they can. I need a tube of silicone here, Guy. There's a lot of reasons a guy might use a tube of clear silicone, and it's not what you think. And there's some caulking to be done. That tube I was paying $3 for, they're charging me $5. I don't like it. I think at some point, though, what has been this tremendous run of kind of home improvement is going to run into fatigue, not because of the demand factors, but because at some point people are going to put off those purchases. And I think that's really what it is. I think home improvement trends are going to continue with rates this low. The real estate market's not collapsing. Home Depot's backdrop hasn't changed at all. The expectations have. And remember, as we looked in the second quarter, we were getting essentially first quarter comps that were up 25% or 22% sequentially, unsustainable. And I think the multiple of the stock is part of what's going on here. Hate the chart, love the store. Probably would you rather? I like Lowe's over Home Depot here. I just think that the comp differential between these two companies is such that Home Depot's got a lot to live up to. And so do your Yanks, man, because I think actually you guys believe again in the Bronx.
A lot of people don't realize you're a DIYer. I mean, you wouldn't think it. Good looking, blue eyes. I mean, you got the whole thing
I don't
going.
know what you're
bar
talking about.
owner,
That
band member.
I'm decent with a hammer in my hand.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I mean, look, there's a lot of dudes. By the way, I don't know that scene in Mr. Mom where like he's got like guys come to the house to do some work. He comes down with a chainsaw just to show that he's handy. I mean, that's my gig, man. I'll walk around, guys will come in, I'll be like, excuse me, can I just get through here for a second? I'll be holding like a drill, just to, and they're like, what are you going to, and I got it, but if you let these guys think you know what you're doing, they're going to charge you less, man. So just take that one to the bank.
Look at that's for you home gamers out there. Act like you know what you're doing. In other words, walking around with maybe a tool belt or something, or a drill in your hand. Cordless drill is even better, so you don't sort of get yourself caught up in the wires. That's why you tune in a commercial break for little tidbits like that, Tim.
Yeah, and I, Taiwan Walker tries to act like he knows what he's doing. The problem with that guy is everybody knows exactly what he's doing, which is he's throwing mediocre stuff up there, and at some point, those bats catch up to the balls, and with that.
No, and listen, it happened to Tony Tarasco too earlier this week. I mean, it's just. I'm worried about what's going on out at Shea. And, this road trip out to California didn't get off to a great start last night. Oh, by the way, Chris Bryant went yard twice, which I love.
The guy that they couldn't give away in Chicago now is turned into, Ruthian numbers are coming out of Chris Bryant with anybody when they play the Mets. Guy, I'll see you tomorrow, man. Let's stop talking baseball. It's hockey. It's hockey season. Later.